there are so many things you can get into on a weekend here in Boston, but spending it in community, I would say, is one of the best ways you can spend that time. Now, add in a celebration of culture, add in a dash of music, and we've got ourselves a good time. And we've got ourselves the event that we're here to talk about. The Embrace Mazo con Salsa International Music Festival is happening this Saturday. And joining us now to tell us more about it is Dr. Imari Paris Jeffries, the president and CEO of Embrace. Dr. Jeffries, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us. And if they wanted some comedy, they might watch us do some salsa right now. They'll see two left feet, at least on my part. I can't dance to save my life. So they should come out this Saturday to see some real dancing.
Okay, so what I heard there is that Dr. Jeffries is going to dance for y'all.
Not today.
No,
tonight.
but on Saturday.
On Saturday, you'll get a little laugh, and you're going to see some two left feet dancing, and you're going to hear some great music. It's a family-friendly event. Starts at 12, ends at 8 o'clock, sunset, and a lot of dancing to celebrate a great local legend, Mr. Jose Mazo, whose show has been on the air for 50 years, and so we're excited to celebrate him on the first few days of Hispanic Heritage Month.
That's right, which is what makes this amazing. It's a great way to start. So, Dr. Jeffries, we know that music is one of the best ways to bring people together. Clearly, one of the best ways to get you out there and dancing. We got to make sure someone gets that on video. But music is really just one part of this very special celebration. So tell us more about the festival and what people can expect.
Well, it's a family-friendly event, all ages. There's a scavenger hunt, there's music, there's a dance lesson. So if you're like me and you need a little bit of help, you need some help with your ones and your twos and your lefts and your rights and your swings and turns. There's some lessons out front. There's food trucks out there. It's going to be fun. And so people should come out. It's great weather. Last year we had about 5,000 people come out there. Eddie Palmieri, if those folks who are into the salsa scene who passed away, he is a giant in the music industry, and so that was his last final concert before he passed away, and so he was our headliner. This year we have Spanish Harlem Orchestra, and they are carrying the torch of that music genre. And so people should come out and hear music, be in community. And I think now more than ever, when the world is worlding, there's nothing like breaking bread, hearing fantastic music, and being with neighbors. And so Boston Common is America's oldest public park, and it's Boston's backyard, and people should come out and spend time out there.
Absolutely. And speaking of giants, the part of the festival that really captured my attention is that it's named in honor of community activist and leader Jose Mazo III. And for some of our viewers, this may be their first time learning about him, being introduced to him. So I really want our viewers to understand why it's important to honor him. Yeah,
and so if you've ever been out to the Embrace, there are 70 names of folks. And so the Embrace is honoring Martin and Coretta, the King family, who many people don't know, met in Boston. Their love story started here, and people think, oh, it's Mobile, Alabama, or it's Atlanta. It was actually Boston, Massachusetts. They met in college, but we also wanted to honor local Boston leaders from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And so Mr. Mazo is an educator, an activist, and a radio show host. And so for many years, when people would come to Boston and they would hear his voice over the airways, welcoming people to town. So he's been an advocate for education for young people for the last 50 years. And to have a show on the airways for that long, to be an icon in this city, to be an activist in this city, to honor him in that way is an honor for us to illuminate this living legend.
Absolutely. Now, the festival, it calls attention to the intersection of arts and activism. I love that. Arts is such a great way to get some of those harder conversations started sometimes. What do you want that biggest takeaway to be for people who are attending?
Well, Boston is a city of firsts. We're on the eve of our country's 250th birthday, right? And so we know the ride of Paul Revere. We know Old North Church. We know Crispus Attucks, and this is where the revolution started. But Boston is a city of all types of firsts, all types of leaders. And we just talked about the Kings being their love story being founded here. And so there's all sorts of stories. Not every story, Boston story started in 1776. And so so many families came here at different times. And so this is one of Boston's American stories, and we want to tell it and feel like people can join in that story in any way they can. And so it's important that we celebrate, especially when history is being erased in some sections of the country, when art is being redefined and monuments are being taken down that represent the multicultural wonders and marvelous nature of our country. It's important that we lift up Hispanic Heritage Month. We've seen the news. There is a lot of fear that's going around, and there's no way to show solidarity than to support our neighbors, to come out and celebrate.
Well, Dr. Imari Paris Jeffries, thank you for letting us know about the wonderful festival on Saturday. We have got to go to break, but Saturday, Boston Common starts at noon. And he's got a dance waiting for you. We've got more news and weather after the break.